MUNS, the mounds of earth that encircled the fort, and these fabulous trees with their green velvet cloaks on. And there are lots of little fairy doorways, and I found one just here, so I'm going to make an offering. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? Emerald green stockings. A little fairy doorway. I've brought a shell from the beach where I live. I'm going to add some pennies, especially for the fairies and the elementals. I thought I'd bring some fairy dust as well. Whoops, it's blown away. A little bit of fairy dust. There we are. There's another little doorway here. Hiding away they are inside. And it's a lovely thing to do, to honour the energies of nature, the elementals, because these beautiful creatures work so hard to actually keep us alive. So we breathe in oxygen, and we breathe out carbon dioxide. The trees breathe in carbon dioxide and breathe out oxygen. So it's a wonderful collaboration that nature has with us, and we don't always appreciate it. But I think they're just so beautifully dressed today. Yes, the spring is lovely when they're dressed in blossoms, but this green velvet cloak is just, and the green velvet stockings, just gorgeous. So we'll move along to another part along the path. See what else we can meet. These are mostly oak trees. Some are pretty old, but not as old as the site itself. And even though there are no leaves, everything seems to be in dormancy, hibernation. As we are still in the energies of the winter solstice, which was on the 22nd of December, it signifies the light turning into the planet. So an extra 5 minutes every day we will have all night. So the solstice, winter solstice, sol means sun and stis means stop. So it appears that the sun stopped in the sky for 3 days, and this is the third day, the 25th. So we will start to notice sunrise will become earlier and sunset will arrive later. Ooh. You see it going up the tree there? Ooh, squirrel. So squirrels denote, there he is, squirrels denote gathering. Ooh, there he goes. Gathering resources for what is to come. Now this leaf matter is littered with acorns, so there must be a lot of very fat squirrels around here. Yeah. So the light coming back, yes. Well, that is also the light within us. So with all of the past 3 or 4 years events occurring, a lot of it has been manufactured to dim our lights, to make us fearful and anxious, to separate us, to depress us. And the word depress means to push down. And depression sits in the lungs. So there can be grief, sadness, sorrow, which inhabits the lungs. And again with the trees, they don't get depressed, they don't carry sorrow, they breathe in and they breathe out. So as we breathe more fully, the depression vanishes. So when we are low or depressed, we only breathe into the top little section of our lungs, so the oxygen doesn't get to the bottom. And any oxygen that is at the bottom of our lungs is very stale and stagnant. And that's what holds us feeling low. So if you can do some deep breathing, or even singing at the top of your voice, because with that act you have to breathe in first and fill up your lungs, and then allow your belly to push the air out of your lungs through your vocal cords and make a fabulous noise. You can shout, you can scream. I think singing's pretty good. And try to reach those top notes. And as you expel that old stale stagnant energy sitting at the bottom of your lungs, that can be some very old patterning, programming that you've got used to, that is habitual. And some of you may have thought you could never get rid of. But guess what? You can. So yes, you can rant and rave at the politicians, etc., and that will expel a lot of old stagnant energy. But singing's good. Any old thing you like. Do you fancy part 2? Okay, see you in a while.